Yo guys, welcome back again today. So today we're going to be talking about more news from people around the world of African descent. So today we're going to talk about the Gullah Geechee region. Now the Gullah Geechee region is in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida within the United States of America. And the Gullah Geechee people are a group of African Americans that held on to their culture longer. When there was slavery, they were more coastal people in those states in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. And some of them were even off of or on islands which are off the coast of North Carolina and South Carolina. So Gullah Geechee is very, very strong traditions. They are way closer linked to Africa, especially West Africa, than other African Americans are. So they have their own way of speaking. I'll insert a video right here so you guys can see how they speak.
Cause she jacked the pen and the hut. Hope ain't never nothing long as Anna mean 'em for good. And then what? And when Anna holding the hope in the hand, that joy gonna make 'em shout and dance. And if Anna steady keep peace in the head, the devil ain't got no chance. And ain't got time for Tyree. There plenty work in the shell wall for do. While Anna sending up big timber. Them four gals could see. True.
But they're very, very close to the African roots, and a lot of people actually around the world don't even know that they even exist. Even some people in America, even some people, African Americans, don't even know that they exist. But there was a research that was done by the Mandela Research Group, if I'm correct, and the research that has been conducted has shown that $34 billion is a possibility that could go into the Gullah Geechee community, that the Gullah Geechee community could actually obtain due to interest in learning about the Gullah Geechee community and culture and foodway and everything that has to do with the Gullah Geechee people and African American history. A lot of people are finding a lot of interest, like I told you, like the African American Museum and then the Gullah Geechee region. A lot of people are finding interest. So this research has shown that there's $34 billion of leisure money, especially within those 4 states, that could possibly go to the Gullah Geechee community off of tourist attraction, right? Showing off their history and the upbeat of people wanting to know who they really are, especially people that don't know who they are. It's a big industry for people that just really want to know who they are. And, you know, a lot of people take it for granted that they can speak their own language, or that they can say, you know, their grandfather's name and name them off like it's nothing, or grandmother's name, right? Their actual lineage, and they have a language and a country to connect it to. A lot of people take that for granted. A lot of people think that, you know, it's not cool to speak their language, or they think that, you know, people don't understand, or they don't want to make people understand. So going to visit the Gullah Geechee people, I think, is very important, because they are one of the links, and they are very, very closely linked to Africa, maybe more than other African Americans. And, you know, I just think that a lot of people need to know about Gullah Geechee people in the South. It's actually interesting because there was a TV show called Gullah Island, right? And, you know, there was always like this Caribbean vibe to it. But when I used to watch it, you know, when I think it was on repeat, it had been on for maybe, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years before I got to it, or I watched it or whatever. But when I used to watch it on reruns, I used to be like, oh, that's in the Caribbean somewhere. But that was actually based off the Gullah Geechee people in America. And I didn't know about all their, you know, their distinctness of their Creole, like American African Creole that they have, and their culture. And I didn't even know that there was really even that many islands off the coast of North Carolina and South Carolina. So I just thought that was all very interesting. And on to the next thing. So now let's go to Central Africa. So the Nyiragongo, if I'm pronouncing it right, volcano is one of the most dangerous volcanoes in the world, if not the most dangerous volcano in the world. And actually, if you didn't know, in 2002, it killed 250 people and destroyed 20% of the city of Goma, if I'm pronouncing it correct, in Democratic Republic of Congo. And this volcano is right in the middle, or I guess in the center of, between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda, right? So a lot of that lava actually spilled into the Kivu Lake in Rwanda, if I'm correct. And like I said, it killed a lot of people. So the reason that we're talking about this today is because the local scientists that study volcano have said that there's been a lot of activity as far as lava when it comes to the actual volcano. And they're really worried about it because the last time what happened was that there was a crack within, I guess, a part of the crust, and the molten lava came out, and that's how it seeped down the mountain and it went into the city and it killed 250 people. And I think, if I'm correct, it actually damaged the airport as well in the city, in the country. So there is a big worry from the local scientists and world scientists that this might happen again, and they're saying that it might happen again as soon as 2024, which is 4 years from now. So I just wanted to speak about it because I actually didn't even know about it. I didn't even know there was a volcano in that area, to be honest with you. I never even heard of it before, but now I'm glad I know about it. And I never knew that there was a situation to where people, were living in a city that was basically right under the mountain or volcano or close to the volcano, that have to worry about these problems. Now, some of the biggest issues with this is that a lot of the funding for the local city scientists that study this is actually going to be taken away pretty soon. And I just thought that this was really interesting because I wanted to know how people in that area feel. If you do see this video, how you feel about living close to a mountain. It's very interesting because it's almost like the same way that people in America, especially in the middle of America, in like Kansas City and places like that, Oklahoma, they live in Tornado Alley, and every year it's guaranteed that there's going to be a certain amount of tornadoes that's going to like wipe away almost whole small cities and towns, and people go back there and they rebuild and they stay there and they do it again the next year. Like, it's crazy to me. I couldn't do that. I would just get up and move, especially if you're in like Tornado Alley. So I was just very interested to see how people felt about this volcano. Is it something that is very scary to live next to a volcano? I thought that since no one really knows exactly. There's people that have different opinions about if this will really happen by 2024. Again, if the people that live in Goma will have to worry about the volcano, seeping down or molten lava seeping down from the volcano and damaging the city and killing other people. I'm not too aware with what happened last time as far as how 250 people were killed, if it was at nighttime and people weren't aware or they weren't notified, or if it was just something that people, it just happened and they were in their daily life and all of a sudden you just see, molten lava coming towards you. Like, that could be a very scary thing. So also there's other things that, you have to deal with. You have to deal with a lot of, carbon dioxide. You have to deal with deadly smokes. You just have to deal with a lot of things. So there are scientists that are local scientists and world scientists saying that they think that the volcano will erupt again in 2024. So if anybody's watching that's around that area, I would definitely look into this more because I wouldn't want anybody to be harmed by this volcano. But I thought it was very, very interesting that this is one of the most deadliest volcanoes in the world, and I never even heard about it. Now, granted, I'm not a volcano expert. Most volcanoes I always hear about, of course, I knew that there were some in Africa, but I just really didn't even know any, to be honest with you. And most of the volcanic action that I always hear about is usually in Hawaii. And maybe that's because I'm close to America. I mean, I live in America and Hawaii is part of America, even though sometimes I'm like, is Hawaii really even part of America? Like, they still have all their traditions and stuff. It's just funny, like, how America, like, got Hawaii. It's sort of kind of the same way I feel about Alaska. But that's really ever where I only hear about, volcanic action around the world for the most part. It's just always Hawaii. It's just like Hawaii, Hawaii, Hawaii. So I want to know what you guys feel about this. Is it something where you guys worry about this? People that live in Goma and even people that live in Rwanda. I guess Lake Kivu it's a lake, so I don't really know exactly if there's like a town right there, but I think if it's just a lake, it's probably lakes and then the beautiful like hills or like little island hills that Rwanda is very well known for. And I just thought that was so interesting. If you guys know any of the scientists, let me know. See if they can reach out to me. Tell them to comment in this video or reach out to me because I'm really interested in just volcanoes and the reaction and how the earth moves, tectonic plates and all that. I find it very interesting, even though I'm very ignorant to the subject, So, guys, on to the next thing. Last but not least, let's talk about Wilfred Emmanuel Jones. Now, Wilfred Emmanuel Jones is a black farmer, and he's very, very well known for his meats in London or in the UK. And he just teamed up with Dawkins Owls, which is a black brewing company. So they came together, a black farmer and a black brewing company, and they've made two drinks. They made a beer, a owl, and then they made a cider made out of apple. So this was done to commemorate the Black History Month and the Black diaspora and what they've done, the African diaspora in the UK. And this is, I think they're going to sell these owls and this beer in Bristol, in the Bristol area, in surrounding areas. I'm going to actually have the website here too, so you can, if you want to go buy it to support Black businesses, you can go buy it. And now you can have some beer that was made in the UK by Black men, you know what I'm saying? And he also makes meats too, so I'm pretty sure you can probably buy his meats online through his website. And they've won awards. He has really great meats. I've never had them, of course, because I've really actually never even been to the UK. And also, I'm vegan, so I don't eat meat. But for you guys that do eat meat, please support the brother. And you can probably buy both of these, hopefully. I don't know for sure, I'm going to have to check it out. But you can probably buy the cider and the beer on the website as well. And the beer was actually named from the city that is from, and I think that, if I'm correct, the city was established in 1155. So that's why they named the beer that. And then the cider is said to have very, very great taste. I love cider. I love beer. And I love a good cider. It's fall right now, so who doesn't love a good apple cider? Or maybe, who knows? Maybe if you're not from the north and like the northern part of the hemisphere in the world, then maybe ciders aren't really the most beautiful thing to you. But ciders are so great. But beers in general, all year round, beers always. So I thought this was interesting that there is a Black farmer, which I knew none in the UK at all, and then there's a Black ale maker, or a Black business that makes alcohol in the UK. I mean, yeah, that's pretty dope. And they came together and they collaborated to make a drink together, 2 drinks, a beer and an owl. So go check them out and support them. I'm actually gonna go to the website and see if there's anything I can buy. Hopefully they ship it to America, because I would love to try that. It would be really dope to have like a tasting party, and have like all Black alcohol. What's good? We drinking, we kicking it, you know what I'm saying? But yo guys, that's all the news today. And please, if you don't know, we got merch down there. Yeah, down there, we got merch. If you would like to see something, then, always comment, holler at me, and let me know. But the support is always appreciated. The more support that you guys give me, the more I can do, right? And please like and subscribe. Turn on the bell notification down there so you'll always get my videos. Please add me on all social medias, which is Afric Network, which is Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, and SoundCloud. Each one teach one. Always love each other. Always learn from each other. Always try to be as diplomatic as possible. And each one teach one. Until next time, peace. One love.